Set against a stunning natural backdrop, Ashland, Oregon is more than a beautiful place to live. It's the right place to grow a business, and the Ashland Chamber is here to help you do it. We connect local businesses with the tools, insights, and partnerships they need to grow and thrive, while encouraging new businesses to start or relocate here as well. As the home of Southern Oregon University, Ashland is also deeply invested in education. This series, The Language of Business, now in its second season, is designed to help businesses better understand their financials, projections, and strategy, providing practical tools to improve financial performance and support growth. Season 2 includes 5 connected lessons on how to establish the cost of materials, labor, and overhead, and how to understand distribution, operations, and profitability, all while walking through a real-life scenario. Let's get started. Episode 1, Dina Branson, owner of Branson's Chocolates in Ashland, is faced with a potential customer wishing to place a large order. The customer has provided Dina with a budget and asked her if she can fulfill the request within the budget. How will Dina know if she is able to fill the order within the customer's budget and still make a profit? Let's begin with the cost of materials and how to estimate it.
So the cost of materials is huge.
It is.
You've got this big order coming in.
I do.
And the first question to answer is, can we do it at a price where we make money?
In order to do that, I had to write the recipe to find out what the actual costs are, and then also make sure that the ingredients that I need are available.
In an order like this, it's pretty simple, just a couple, 3 ingredients, right?
No.
No?
No. It's a candy pecan with a pecan praline in a ganache. So you have 3 separate sets of ingredients, 3 separate sets of recipes that you have to create to be able to make the final product.
And so when you put all that together and you come up with the materials cost, at that point in time, you have an idea of whether or not you're able to do this piece of business with your customer.
Correct. Then I do the spot of the spreadsheet that tells me what my margins are. If I produce it for $11, can I sell it to them for $10? Well, no. So in order to do that, I have to either go back to the customer and say, I can do it for the price that you're asking if we take things out, or I can't do it for the price you're asking because I have to be able to cover costs.
So with something like this, and I see you have maybe 15 items to account for, how much of that do you actually have in inventory at this moment in time?
Every single one of them.
So you have a certain degree of inventory control that has to happen along with the cost of your materials, the storage of your materials.
Yes, we have to have a par level of everything. And that's having what is my minimum amount of each ingredient that I'm going to keep in-house. That way, when I get an order like this and they want it in a week, can I do it? Because my delivery of my goods, my ingredients, is every week. So if the order comes in after, there's no way I could do it if I didn't have the stock in hand. And
as you're doing that, I would imagine that you are also watching your numbers out ahead of it. You're going to be ordering some more chocolate at some point. There's price increases, or maybe there's decreases from time to time. We could laugh about that, but you have to keep sort of pace with that, or it erodes your profit margins.
Correct. So when I'm pricing things, it's always on what's the current price. Even though I have product in-house, I have to replace it when it's used. So that product that I replace, it's not going to be at the same price maybe as it was 2 months ago or a month ago or even a week ago as it is today. So I always cost everything out on the current price of what it would be to replace the product on my shelves.
As an example, you're going to use 100 pounds of chocolate and it costs $4 a pound. By the time you're done with the product, you have a sense at the end of that whether or not your recipes played out the way you wanted them to, if there's any waste in there, and that type of thing, I would think.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. And the way my recipes go is also when we make a shell in a mold, if that's too thick, I have to change how much of the center ingredient to make, so I don't have product just sitting there that can't be used for something else. So I have to scale my recipe to what my shells are allowing.
Right.
So
And you have to be very careful. One bad order that goes in the garbage that doesn't get paid for doubles the cost of that order because you still have to put all that together for the customer.
and it was all the labor that you just lost.
Planning is really a key ingredient in all this as far as pricing it.
It's crucial that you know what things cost, that you know what you have, and you know how much it takes to make, so you know how much labor it's going to take to make the items also.
So just to talk a little bit about inventory control, just the basics of it is really important. Some businesses have a more stable process. Other businesses ebb and flow. So it's important for businesses to also know what their business flow is throughout the year and anticipate that and be able to have the inventory to be able to do business on hand as we're going through the year. I can imagine that you've got all kinds of different kinds of demands. Is 4th of July chocolate different than Christmas chocolate?
Oh yeah, definitely. So 4th of July, I don't need as much box packaging as I do at Christmas time. They don't want necessarily a gift box per se the same way as they do during the holidays.
And you're probably closed on Valentine's Day. I mean, it's probably not a big day, right?
No, Valentine's Day is not a chocolate holiday. No, Valentine's Day, I have to bring in special Valentine boxes, and those cost more than any of the other boxes that I bring in. Do I pass that price on to the customer, or do I keep it myself?
So that's great. I mean, now that we've got a recipe, we've talked about materials and material control and how important that is and knowing what your numbers are. I think the next thing we have to do is talk about labor.
That we do.